Hello there, Joseph Hennessy. The name of the channel is The Children. On YouTube, it's Joseph Hennessy 1161. It's a beautiful day out here at County Point. I'm looking for like-minded people who love nature, love animals, love the children, and want to help fix it. That's who I'm looking for. Star seeds, empaths, rainbow warriors, extraterrestrials, aliens, because we're all spiritual beings who came to this place to have a human experience. And we're going to help fix it, transition it into a place that it was supposed to be originally. But every time it's had incarnations of different types of humans, we always get to the same point to where we use technology for bad. And it's being used for bad when it can be used for so much good. Why is there so much sickness on this planet with so much positive technology? Because they use it all for negativity. So one of the things I want to speak about today is just a short video about how I was told or suggested to get off social media for 14 days by the powers to be, by the universe, by God. Because too much social media is just not good. We need to get out in nature with no electronics and just be with ourselves and be with our thoughts and be with our higher power. That's where you do your best thinking, have your best thoughts. But if you always have that blah, 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 blah going in your ears, you don't get any work done. So I'm going to go off social media for at least 7 days, might be up to 14 days. No Facebook, no YouTube, just music for 2 hours a day so I can dance, because I got to keep my vibe up high. So if you don't hear from me for at least 7 days, don't worry, because I'm just going to be recharging my batteries, being with God, being with myself, being with my thoughts, and doing what I have to do. So with this, I also want to speak about getting out in nature, grounding. People just walk by, it always throws me off. Getting out in nature every day, taking your shoes off, being barefoot in the grass, the dirt, the sand, the water, whatever you can do, just a couple minutes a day, because we are made up of electricity, sound, light, and frequency. So it's vital that you put your feet into the dirt, into the grass, into the sand, to connect that electrical connection through the sky, through your head, through your body, to your feet, through the ground, deep into the ground, all those roots. Imagine your feet firing roots all into the dirt. That's you being in connection with Mother Gaia, with the earth. So it's important that you get out and ground, just if it's even a few minutes a day. And if you can, get out and play. I don't care how old you are. Release that inner child. I keep telling everybody, I dance 2 hours a day at the gym. Some days I say I can't do it, but once I get going and I get those endorphins going in my body, it's on. And I love it. I call it 2 hours of freedom, because I don't think about anything except enjoying the vibe. So it's very important that you release those inner child. Because at 7 years old, they squish them down. They start beating her down, or him or her. They beat them down into the ground because they're getting ready for you to become a good servant. So get out and play today. Enjoy yourself. And while I'm gone, what I ask everybody to do is to send everybody love and light who is suffering on this planet. Everybody who's awake and alive on this planet at this time chose their life path. Even the people who are passing on to the other side, they're just headed to the fifth dimension a little bit earlier than us. Because once we get through all this nonsense in the third dimension, the duality will be lifted. There'll be no more darkness. The veil will be lifted between the dimensions of all the other civilizations that are out there. We take a veil of forgetfulness to come here to have a human experience. Because if you knew where you came from, you would have left here a long time ago. You had to be chosen to be here. There's billions and billions and billions of extraterrestrials out there right now watching what we're doing. And they're rooting us on. And it can't be stopped, and it won't be stopped, but it's all up to us. It's a free will thing. So it's still up to us and our free will to say, hey, we've had enough. We want our planet back, our world, our matrix, our illusion. We want to make our own illusion. It's all a big movie that we live in. How do you want to perceive the next chapter of the movie? We're going to the fifth dimension. So I'm going to stay off social media for the next week. Send everybody love and light while I'm gone. Stay positive. Stop watching the TV set. And if you can, give up the social media for a few days. Start off with 24 hours. We don't need it. What happened when we were kids, especially if you were my age, this stuff didn't exist. And it didn't affect us in a negative way. When you don't have something, you have a tendency to forget it's not there. But we get so ingrained in thinking, well, I gotta have it. I've given up so many things in the last 3 years, and after a little bit of time, I don't seem to miss them as much as I think I'm going to. It's all programming and brainwashing. We need to spend more time out in nature with ourselves, with our families, enjoying each other. We are social creatures. They're trying to alienate us and divide us. I keep talking about it. Facebook is right over there, which is the CIA, and they're selling the headphones over there called Meta, the metaverse. Meta in Hebrew means you're dead. So they want you dead. They want you in a room with a pair of headphones on instead of outside enjoying the beauty of nature, which we're supposed to do. So just a suggestion, if you can, cut back on that social media a little bit. And even the music today, I just want to note, is even produced in a negative frequency because they changed it. It used to be in a high frequency in the 1920s or 30s. They changed it up to a negative frequency. Everything they do to us on this planet is to make us sick, dumb, dumber, whatever you want to call it. But we are just a commodity to make sick so they can make a lot of money off of us. But anyway, see you next week, maybe. If things go good, maybe I'll see you in 14 days. But everybody have a great day. Stay positive and don't let the lizard win because we've already won. Namaste.